Meet Buttercup. Say hi, Buttercup. Say hello. So, got back from Melbourne yesterday and had an awesome time. We were there for 3 days. Buttercup didn't like that very much. The reason we went was because I really wanted to see the band Foster the People, and on their website it said they were coming to South Australia. Can you two shut up? I'm trying to film. They were coming to South Australia for Falls Festival. Turns out that was actually in Tasmania and they got the place wrong, so we were planning on going to Tasmania to see them, but the place they were playing at was really out of the way and we had no way of getting there or anything, and it was all just a big hassle. So we thought we weren't going to go, but then like a month ago or something, my mum said, "Oh, you realise they're playing in Melbourne, like not part of a festival but just their own show?" And I said, "No." And she said, "Well, they are, so you know, you could go to that." The reason I wanted to go to Falls Festival though was because Ryan also wanted to go and there were bands that he could see, whereas if we just went to Melbourne to see Foster the People, then that would be the only act that we'd see. But he was okay with that, so we decided to go. He got the hotel as a Christmas present from his parents, and we both got the Foster the People tickets as Christmas presents, and so it was really good. It was really cheap, you know. Barely had to pay for anything. We left on the 3rd and there was a lot of waiting. My bag was one of the last ones to come through, and then we had to wait for the Sky bus, and then there were a lot of stops before ours where we went to the hotel, and it was like a kilometre walk or something, but the hotel was so nice. We stayed at the Pan Pacific and we were on the 17th floor, so the views were just... No, Tricky, come back. I'm trying to run away.
You silly girl, you can't run away from me.
Ryan's brother lives in Melbourne, so we saw him on his lunch break, and yeah, we just caught up for an hour, had some lunch. It was pretty good, pretty chill. I was still pretty tired from the flight though, even though it was only an hour long. I get affected by literally everything. Then in the evening we went to Luna Park and St Kilda, which is just beach area. So this was my first trip without having emetophobia, and going to a theme park was a massive thing for me because it was, you know, there's vomit and nausea at theme parks. So it was a big step for me to take to travel in general, but to go to a theme park as well, like, it was massive. You're proud of me, aren't you? You're proud of me. Na 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 na. It had been years since I've been to Luna Park and I loved it when I was a kid. My favourite rides were the spider and this roller coaster thing. It was like a dragon. So when we got there, we thought that it would be open till 11 p.m, but it apparently shut that day at 8 p.m. And what time did we rock up? We rocked up at 7, so we were short for time. I was kind of hoping that I was gonna be able to, you know, suss out the rides before going on them, see what they're about, prepare myself, but I didn't get to do that. So I was like, okay, well, I'll start off with one of the rides I know that I like, and you know, that'll get me going. So we went on the spider first, and it was so much more intense than I remembered, and it threw me off guard. I felt like dizzy afterwards, I was nauseous, and I was like, oh my god, what have I done? We went on the Ferris wheel next, which was nice and relaxed. We went on the dragon ride. That was good fun. That was memory memories. And then there was this other roller coaster that I really wanted to go on, but I wasn't too sure about it. So I thought, okay, well, I'm not going to go on it, but to make sure that I'm not wussing out, I will go on the spider again to show myself that it's okay. And it was so much better the second time. It was, I barely reacted. I had much more fun, and it was much easier on my stomach, and so it was good way to end. Yeah. Then we got room service that night, and we had Ryan had fish and chips, and I had pasta, and then we had like a chocolate cake thing for dessert. So good. Where we were staying, we were part of the club or something. I don't know the details, but we're part of some club, and it meant that we got free breakfast buffet every morning. So then the next day we got up and we went to the club lounge for breakfast, but they didn't actually have that much good stuff. They had a few pastries and like cereal, toast, juice, fruit, but it was pretty average. So we went down to the main cafe, and there was just so much food. There were like pancakes, waffles, eggs, like poached, fried, scrambled, boiled. There were veggies, there were fruits. There was just a lot of stuff, and it was so much better. So we decided to stay down there and eat the hell out of everything. Then we went up the Eureka Tower, which is like the largest building in the Southern Hemisphere or something like that. I don't know. 88 stories high we went, and yeah, that was alright. Bit of a better view than our hotel room. Then we went to the DFO, the direct factory outlet. Then we went back and we just sort of hung out for the rest of the day, evening. We went to the casino a couple of times throughout the 3 days, and then that night was Foster the People, and it was just the greatest thing of my life. I had so much fun, and it was just surreal because it was the first gig that I'd been to. There were 2 acts before Foster came on at 9:30, so we saw Flint Eastwood and Alice Ivy. Had to come back inside because my neighbours decided it would be fun to get their ride-on lawnmower out, which is right next to the chicken coop, and harvest away. At Foster the People, there was this poor girl from Adelaide who was very drunk, and towards the end of the show she came up to me and thought that I was Alice Ivy, and she was saying how good I was and how she loved me, and I feel really bad because I went along with it for a good half an hour or something. Yeah, I feel bad. I can't lie. Yeah, the concert was like one of the best things I've ever done. The next day we went to the zoo. It was pretty hot though, and there were a lot of kids. There were so many kids just crying. And I'm like, you're seeing cute animals, just lighten up. Like, what are you crying about? Is it too hot for you? Just get in your stroller and chill. The zoo was fun. That's pretty much all we did that day. We went back to the hotel because we were pretty exhausted, found out we were sunburnt. And we watched a movie that night. The Lost Boys was on TV, so we chucked that on and just had a quiet last night in. So that was nice. And the next day we got up early, had our last buffet breakfast, and headed on out. So I'm gonna show you the footage that I have. Okay, so we just got to Melbourne and we're staying at the Pan Pacific, and here is our room. Oh, what? We are on the... Oh my god, look at... We are on the 17th floor. And this is unreal. Holy shit. That is damn nice. Luna Park in Melbourne. Let's do this. 88 stories high. It's lit. They call it a hedgehog, but it doesn't actually have any spikes.
Guys, look, it's enough. That's why I can sleep like that. I love
Hello, friend. Oh. Right? Yeah. I want an elephant. I want that one. The fluffy one. Why? I think all elephants do. Good boy. This one's probably only just like maybe just over a year old. Look, the giraffe's pooping.
Ready, girls? Ready, smile. Smile, baby.
Eyes are so big. Looks like his tail out.
Is there another one We're leaving Melbourne today. I'm sad. 10 out of 10 would recommend though. Like definitely. Definitely. Coming back. Except we're gonna stay at the Crown next time just because we want to be fancy assholes. Hi Melbourne. I'm gonna be on one of them things soon. Little airplane thing. Like I said, it was like the best time, and I'm so happy that I went. I'm so proud of myself for getting through it and surviving and enjoying the hell out of it. Yeah, I would definitely go again. It was fantastic. I am sorry, whatever your name is, you poor girl that thought that I was Alice Ivy.